So it looks like we have another leak, which a lot of people thought, myself included, was a bit dodgy. It looked fake, but it's turned out to be real, and this is going to be a big thing for the Siege of Terror, for the Horus Heresy, everything like that. So let's jump in, let's look at it again, let's talk about it, and let's go over the confirmation which makes this leak, probably one of the biggest leaks we've had this year, actually real for Games Workshop. And for those people wondering what the hell I'm talking about, it's this image in the background. It appeared on Facebook a couple of months back. The text along with it said, "I found this at a used store and having trouble finding information about it." It looks like it was just published, but the title and ISBN return no result. Any information would be greatly appreciated. Specifically, it's a limited edition print book. Does anyone know the original retail price? Thanks in advance. And the book was called Era of Ruin, and it seemed to be a part of the Horus Heresy Siege of Terror run. It's an anthology book, and if we actually go inside of the book, we can see some of the stories and some of the authors that are a part of this new book. Now you can see some of the stories which kind of give us information on what's going to be happening in this book. Angels of Another Age by John French. Maybe that is about the Space Marines adapting to the consequences of the Horus Heresy, what happens after the Emperor is entombed on the Golden Throne. Fulgurite by Nick Kime. Nick Kime writes Salamander stuff, so Fulgurite is kind of about Vulcan, so maybe that one's about Vulcan. Fragment, All We Have Lost by Dan Abnett. Absolutely no idea what that could be. Help me out in the comment section. Ex Libris by John French. He's a big author of the Imperial Fist, and we all know the Imperial Fist basically put their librarians locked away on the phalanx, so maybe that is the Imperial Fist librarians coming back into the picture. System Purge by Gav Thorpe. I'm thinking that could be related to the Dark Angels purging the entire system of traitor threats that still remain around Terra and the Sol system. After the Dawn, The Darkness by Guy Haler. Again, absolutely no idea what that could be. Homebound by Chris Wright. Maybe that could be about the Dark Angels going back to Caliban, or I theorize it probably is about the White Scars going back to their homeworld of Chagoris. And the last one, The Carrion Lord of the Imperium by Aram Dembski Bowden. That has to be about the Emperor being placed on the Golden Throne and the consequences, the warp and everything like that, which still affects us right now, a part of the Imperium, right? Now, the big thing about this is, as I said at the start of the video, a lot of people thought this was fake. I thought it was fake. It looked a bit dodgy, like we've heard nothing about this. When it did leak at the time, Games Workshop literally just said nothing. They buried their head like an ostrich in the sand. But now we have evidence that makes this leak real. This book was real. Maybe the story itself was real from this chap finding it in like a second-hand bookshop. I don't know how that bloody happens, but it all looks real. Because if you buy The End and the Death in paperback now, and you flick to the pages where it shows you what books to buy in the series, the Era of Ruin anthology is listed. Again, image in the background right now, so you can see it. This is taken from the End and the Death paperback books that are being sold by Black Library right now. And you can see Era of Ruin. So this proves that this leak was indeed real. This book is indeed real. There is going to be another limited edition book launching for the Siege of Terror series. I thought I had all the books, but no, there's still one more book to go. One more weekend of me logging on and fighting the scalpers to complete my collection. Maybe Games Workshop now officially have to acknowledge this leak, the Era of Ruin. I'm recording this on a Wednesday. Tomorrow is Horus Heresy Thursday. If they bring that back, wouldn't it be a cool thing if they actually announce this book, take a look inside of it, give us some details about some of the short stories inside of there? My gut is probably telling me it's going to be revealed at a reveal show, maybe for a Black Library reveal show, probably sometime next year, which does make sense because I am hearing some rumblings that they also are going to announce the next series of the Black Library thing, and that is going to be the Scouring series. So maybe this Era of Ruin is the end of it, And then this then links up to the next big series, which of course is the Scouring. That is the Loyalists chasing down the traitors and pushing them back into the Eye of Terror and everything that comes along with that. You know, the Codex Astartes, Dawn not agreeing with Gilliman, you know, some other big major events that happens there. Some says the Iron Cage, but I know that's like complete chaos propaganda. And if you believe that, then you're just a loser, like the Iron Warriors yourself. But there's a lot of stuff that could happen in the Scouring series, and I truly do believe that that is going to be the next big series at Black Library. You also have the Dawn of Fire series, which is coming to an end as well. So they're going to need a new series. So slowly but surely, we are going to get that new big announcement of what's going to be happening next. And I think this book is going to link to that. We're just waiting on Games Workshop now. We're waiting on Black Library for this. If I'm not mistaken, I think March is the Black Library reveal event show. It's around March time. They do it every single year. So if they are going to do it, it's probably around that time. But if this book's out there in the wild now and this chap who posted about this starts posting the stories, then surely they're going to have to acknowledge it, right? Because the spoilers and stuff will be all over the internet in no time. I trust this now. I didn't trust it before. I definitely trust it now. They're posting it in their End of the Death books themselves. So it definitely is 110% real. Anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching as always. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, post it down below. I'll have a nice little chin wag down there as we always do. See ya. Have a great day and bye-bye.